like to see your cameras if you. Okay, thank you. If you can operate your cameras, it will be great because I think it's interesting to know each other by faces because maybe one day we will work outside and we will meet each other and we will, I don't know, understand that, oh, I met you during the Zoom call of the Armenian course. Anyway, so I'm really very happy to see you. I'm really very motivated when I read your motivations because they were really very good and they are really very different. So here's no one which has a similar motivation with another one. So I think that I would like to say that enjoy every moment of learning Armenian because this course is not only about Armenian language but also Armenian culture, and not only Armenian culture but also your country's culture. So be very active, and I just wish you that in the end of the course we can speak something, we can tell something in Armenian, and I hope we will have the results like that. And thank you very much, Astghik, for your volunteering work because you decided to give us this opportunity to have Armenian courses for 3 months, twice a week, and you should just, I don't know, spend your time for doing something, but it's really very important. So thank you very much. I'm very happy to see you. Just 2 things that I would like to say. You see on the chat WhatsApp, we have very different chats. So don't enter another ones because they are other working chats and they are not connected with you. I would like to ask also during the lesson or in the end or in the middle, take one picture, screenshot, as like I would like to ask you, and have everything recorded for another people who already wanted to participate, but unfortunately we don't have a lot of places. And I think that it's very interesting. Here 20 not right now, but 20, and you are from 19 different countries.
She's calling you. Go.
Sorry, Derek.
No, go. I'm busy right now.
Yeah, I got it. This is a really very good opportunity for you to know another cultures because here we have we have exactly 19 different countries representatives, and it's about the work. So thank you very much once again. Enjoy your first class, and I should leave you because I should run into the Le Gare station to go to my city.
Okay, thank you, our precious Stone, very, very much for your inspiring introduction and greeting. We wish you a very safe journey and let us know whenever you get there. So thank you very much once again. We are always happy to see you here and to see you during our lessons. You are our diamond. Okay. So guys, once again, hello everyone. I'm very, very happy to see you all here, and I'm very excited to see such lovely people gathered around to learn my mother tongue. It is a pleasure for me, and I'm honored to be your tutor. So let me share my screen and show you a presentation that I have prepared for the introductory part. Let me check if you see my screen. Okay, yes, let us, once again. Is it okay? Do all of you see my screen?
Yes,
yes.
you can see.
Yes. Thank you, guys. So, I'm Astghik. I will be your tutor. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Gyumri, the second largest city of the Republic of Armenia. Currently, I live in Gyumri. I've just graduated Shirak State University, or the State University of Shirak. Like just 10 days ago, I graduated, so you can congratulate me. My major is... Yes, thank you. So my major is specialized pedagogy, English and literature, and English literature. At first, I'd like to start our lessons from a very fun story. While choosing my career path, I wouldn't like to become a teacher. And even I said that it was just crazy to learn a language for 4 years for a degree. But as we see later on, I got crazy and I started to learn the language for 4 years. So let me move on and speak a little bit about my name. Is there anyone who remember what my name means?
Yes, I do.
Yes, so what it means?
Little star.
Yes, exactly. It means little star. And I'd like to let you know about the origin of my name. Yes, I see your comments as well. Yeah, let me check the chat. Congratulations and little star. Thank you, guys. So, Astghik was the Armenian goddess of fertility and love and conservative Vahagan. She was conservative Vahagan. Vahagan was one of the Armenian pagan gods. In the later pre-Christian period, she became the goddess of love, maidenly beauty, and of water sources and springs. The Vartavar festival, devoted to Astghik, that was celebrated in mid-July, the Christian holiday of the Transfiguration of Jesus, and is still celebrated by Armenians. Just some 10 days ago, it was Vartavar celebration in Armenia. And later on, we are going to watch a video about Armenia made by a foreign guy. And there is a short part where he speaks about Vartavar celebration. But is there anyone who knows about this festival? Anything you know, guys? You can just raise your hand or unmute yourself and speak. No one? Yes, Vittorio. Sorry. Do you hear Vittorio? I can't hear him. No? Yeah. Please, Vittorio, try once again to mute and unmute yourself because we can't hear you. We can't hear. Is there anyone who can hear Vittorio? No. No, we can't. Maybe you can disconnect and later on connect again.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Yes.
this is Mirko. I this year participated the first time. It's a big water fight. That's really nice. No, it's one day.
Mm-hmm.
It's how many days after Easter, right? And
90
yeah,
days.
people all 90 days after Easter, and then all over the country. It's yeah, people are throwing water on each other, and especially in Yerevan, the capital, it's quite a big party. And people from all over the region are coming to celebrate this.
Yes, exactly. Did you enjoy it? Did you play? Yeah, that's good.
It was a lot of...
So, yes. Anyone else? No one, Vittorio? Maybe you can try to speak. We don't hear. No. Okay, you can comment in chat box later on. I will read your answer. Okay, guys, let's move on. And yes, as in pre-Christian times, people release doves and throw water on each other. And Vartavar, the name of the celebration, comes from a very nice flower. Let me show what kind of flower it was. Any guesses or no guesses? Can anyone guess Vartavar comes from what kind of flower? No? No guesses? Let me show. It's like rose.
The lily?
And people use what?
Is that lily?
No, this is rose.
Rose. White rose? I thought rose is
Yeah.
red.
Not definitely white. It's not just for white roses, but Vart means rose in Armenian. So Vartavar is like the celebration of water, rose, and doves. And it was for the goddess of Astghik. She was the goddess of beauty. But later on, during Christian period, this celebration has become the day to celebrate the transfiguration of Jesus Christ. And there was also one tradition which says that Astrid was Noah's daughter who was born after the flood. So this is like the very short introduction and the origin of the name Astrid. So I hope it was interesting for you. And moving on, I would like to let you know about my experience and what I like to do. I was lucky to study also in Spain at the University of Valladolid while I was studying at Chirac State University. I was an Erasmus Plus student. So as it says, once Erasmus, always Erasmus. Currently, I am a Young European Ambassador and Cactive Colleague 2024 and a lot more, but I didn't include it here. I have 4 years of experience of teaching. I mostly teach English. This is my first try of teaching Armenian and teaching Armenian in English. So it's kind of new experience for me. I hope I will do it as it will be done. So I taught English in Gyumri Youth Palace, Restart Gyumri. Currently, I work in Gyumri Language House and etc. I was also a teacher at some local schools, and I worked with kids, adults, and teenagers, various groups of people. I love traveling. It's my passion. I like listening to music. I love different types and genres of music, from rock to classical music. And I like learning new languages. It's like my goal of life. And I am passionate about coffee. Coffee is my life, kind of, let's say. So it's must for me. And moving on, speaking a little bit about our lessons. Let me see if we have anything in our chat box, or we can move on. Yes, I will try. Okay. So about our lessons, do's and don'ts, what we should do during our lessons and what we shouldn't do. We should practice regularly because our course period is not that very long. It seems that it is long, but it's not very long to learn a language if we don't work hard. You should ask a lot of questions. Guys, whenever you have a question, just unmute yourself or just raise your hand and I will give the floor to you to ask whatever you want. What is unclear for you, I will clarify everything. Just feel free to ask whatever you want. You should make mistakes. It's just common, it's normal. Don't be afraid of making mistakes and don't be shy even if you are not good at English, because we are not natives here in English and it is okay to make mistakes. And whenever, especially when I do some mistakes, please feel free to let me know about my mistakes. I am ready to learn from you and it will be amazing because we will both improve our skills in Armenian and also in English. Why not? And inform about skipping the lesson beforehand, because as you know, you should attend at least 80% of the lessons, and we will count your present time and also absentees. So if you inform us beforehand, we may just forgive you from time to time. So yeah, inform about it. About some tones, don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's just common thing. Don't hesitate whenever you are not sure to say something or stuff like that. Just don't be afraid. Speak as much as you can, as you want, and it will be great. Then don't get discouraged. I'm here to motivate you, and I'm here to help you to learn the language during these 3 months as much as you can. And please don't skip the lessons. So what is our goal for this course? I hope, and I am partially sure, that in the end of the course, you will be able to make a short video introducing yourself, your country, and Armenia in Armenian. I don't want it to be a long like film or something like that, just a short video that you will be able to speak Armenian, just introducing yourself, your country, or anything you learn about Armenia and stuff like that. So I hope we will reach our goal together and due to our hard work. So guys, this is all about the introductory part. If you have any questions, I'm here to listen to your questions and answer to all of them. Is there anyone who wants to add something, to comment on something, or to ask anything? Just feel free, or maybe you have some suggestions. Yes, who wants? No one? Yes, yes, dear, you can speak.
Okay, I only wanted to tell you to please pronounce your name again because I did not get it the first time.
Oh yeah, my name is Astghik. A S T R I K. Astghik.
As Greek.
Yes, exactly. Astghik. The final ik is for the meaning of little. So star in Armenian will be Astagh, and Astghik is like little star.
Astagh.
Okay. Yes. Anyone else? Or any other question, comment, nothing? Just feel free, guys. Please turn on your cameras if possible. I'd like to see your faces because now I will give the floor to you to introduce yourself. This is for your speaking part. Just please introduce yourself, like your age, your nationality, current place of living, whether you study, you work, or your motivation of learning Armenian. Though I have read all your reviews, but I'd like you to tell about your motivation just for 2 sentences about it, or how you will use your knowledge in future. You can tell anything about about Armenia, Armenian, or Armenians, like about the country, the people, or the language. So guys, do we have any volunteer who wants to start? Or no, I will say your names and maybe you can start. Any volunteer? No one? Okay, let me order and say who should start. Elizabeth. Yes, guys, please, if I pronounce your names not in a correct way, please tell me to pronounce it correctly, okay? And forgive me if I do any mistake. Okay, so Elizabeth, are you listening to us? Can you speak and let us know about you? or no? Elizabeth? Elizabeth Bitas, right? Bitus. No. Okay, let's move on and we will give the floor to you later, dear Elizabeth. Mirko, it's your time.
Yes, about myself, yeah, my main motivation. I'm working as environmental consultant, and I actually currently live in Armenia because I'm married with Armenian, and I already have started to learn a bit Armenian, but so far only with like individual courses and talking a bit to my wife. And I think like doing it in a classroom with more people is a lot more fun. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm originally from Germany.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I have studied German at the university, so I don't think my level is high right now because I had to stop studying it just for my graduation paper, but I know some words. So thank you, Sean. Yes, let's move on. Tarina. Yes? Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Thank you, dear Mirko. Yes,
Okay.
you can speak, dear.
So, first of all, thank you that you let me join this amazing course. Well, I had great pleasure to join 4 online youth exchanges by Cactel. It was great, and that's why actually I wanted to join that course. And I was well,
Thank you.
I got the pleasure to join the course because I'm a passionate foreign language lover, let us say, and I speak foreign languages. Well, I speak Italian because I currently reside in Italy, but originally I'm from Ukraine. Well, it's obviously that I speak English. I also speak Spanish and German and Polish because I studied law in Poland. Well, I'm a lawyer. But actually, why do I like studying and learning foreign languages? Because for 10 years, I'm working with people with migrational backgrounds, with immigrants, with forcibly displaced persons, with refugees, and also like Erasmus Plus facilitator, trainer, and manager of projects. And well, diversity and multiculturalism is everything for me for now. 2 years ago, I settled my own NGO, the Alpha Peace and Equality in Italy, which is dedicated actually to optimizing integration and cultural and the social inclusion of people with migrational backgrounds. And I'm totally proud of myself when I can just communicate people with different backgrounds in their native language, for example, or at least can try to do it. And I know that it is a big of support. And yeah, and well, for me, it's like it's not like about my personal development, but it's more like supporting other people because it's my main goal. Even so, I'm a lawyer and I work professionally as a lawyer, but most of my time now I dedicate actually to voluntary work. And well, actually, in 2 months, I'm going to work at the detention camp in Brussels with migrants and refugees from all over the world, let us say. And yes, and I think, when I was just, when it was the first time when I joined Cactel Online Youth Exchanges, which was organized actually, I think, 2 months ago, I just fell in love with Armenian, and I saw that, well, if I got a chance to learn this language, well, I should join. I should actually try, and I got this opportunity. That's why I'm really grateful. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, dear Darina. It was very nice to listen from you, and we wish you good luck with your work and with your job. So thank you, dear. Now, guys, I saw that there is a question. Yes, I will teach you from the basic level. We will start from the alphabet, but we are not going to stress our lessons only on the grammar and stuff like that. We will try to study the lively type of the language we speak in our everyday lives, and the language we use in order to communicate. So we will try to give you the chance to speak in Armenian and just introduce yourself or ask anything you want to get to somewhere, etc. So moving on, it's time for Uchechi. Do I pronounce your name right, dear?
Yes, you tried. It's Uchechi.
Uchechi. Okay, thank you. The floor is yours.
Okay. My name is Uchechi Jessica Ago. I am a Nigerian from the Igbo tribe. I graduated from the University of Nigeria. I studied French language and education. So I have traveled to some African countries, some neighboring African countries that are francophones, and they are neighbors to Nigeria, my country, like Benin, Lome, and Ghana. So I've had a chance to practice my French in those countries like Lome and Ghana. They're all francophone countries. What else? So I wanted to learn this language because I love learning languages, and I wanted to also meet other persons from different cultures and expand my network. I think that's like the major reason. I would love to expand my network, have people from, different cultures, get to meet them and socialize, and also, connect with them and learn their language. Learning Armenia for me, I don't really know much about Armenia as a country, but I know it's one of the oldest countries in existence. Just like we have the ancient Egypt, that's the rank where Armenia is. So it's quite interesting, to say that I can speak a language from this place only because of my connection with Kektil, my learning from Kektil. It's really interesting for me, and I am really excited about this journey. So yes, I think that's all.
Thank you, dear Uchechi. It was nice to hear you. Yes, you are right. Armenia is one of the oldest countries, and we had passed through different ages. And it's honor for me to let you know that our capital city, which is Yerevan, is very, very old city. It was built in 7th century before Christ, so it's more than 2,000 years old, and it's older than Rome. So you are welcome to our country anytime you want. So, dears, please let me read Vittorio's message as he has some issues connected to the microphone. So I will read his message, and if you have any questions, so guys, if you have any questions to each other, you feel free to ask. So hello, since I am having this big issue with the microphone, I will write here in chat. Բարև Աստղիկ, բարև. I started loving Armenia with my Erasmus. I did it in Thessaloniki, Armenia. There I met Armenians that made me fall in love with the state and culture of Hayastan. Hayastan is the way that Armenians called Armenia, by the way. I will speak about it later on. My law thesis was about the conflict of Nagorno-Karabakh. I'm the coordinator of the Young European Ambassadors European Dialogue Initiative between European Union and Armenia. My dream is to be able to help the Armenian development at a high level. Another reason that has pushed me to learn Armenian is to speak the language of my Armenian friends. So thank you for your message, dear Vittorio. You mentioned some important and interesting points. So I hope that I will help you to reach the level that you will be able to communicate with your friends freely. Thank you. Now the next person here is Tabarak Faisal. If I pronounce it correctly, dear, do you hear us? Are you here or no? or maybe Teberag Basil, right? Okay, let's not waste time. If you speak us, please just raise your hand afterwards and I will give the floor to you. Yes, can you speak, dear? I saw your message that you are here. Or you have some problems with your microphone? Okay, whenever you turn on your microphone, just let me know and I will let you speak. The next person on my list is Mushtari Shaimardanova. Yes.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, dear. Please, can you turn on your camera or it's not comfortable right
I'm
now?
like I have a very serious technical issue, so I will try to solve it till the next lesson. Okay? Is that okay?
Okay. Yes.
I'm 17 years old and I have just graduated the school and will be entering my university here in my own country in September. And why I joined this course is that I'm really passionate about learning languages. Right now, I know 4 languages: English, Russian, Turkish, and Uzbek, my own native. And I can also speak a little bit in Korean, but just to introduce myself and say my name. And the reason I joined it is I want to learn about the Armenian country. I'll be honest that I have never heard about this country before, about its history. Like I was not really interested in that. I don't know why. So since I was a colleague of cocktail program, I saw a message that came to my email and said to myself, why not to learn about this country? So this way I applied and was accepted. By the way, thank you for choosing me and giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, dear. It's nice to work with you. So congratulations for finishing your school and we wish you good luck in your future journey with your career path. Thank you very much.
Thank
So
you.
yes, now Tabarak, yes, right. You can turn on your yes. We can hear you.
Hello everyone. Sorry about the
Hello.
noise.
That's fine. You can speak. No worries.
I'm Tabarak. I'm from Iraq. I'm 25 years old. Well, I'm
Yes.
a military technician and an infection control personnel.
Amazing.
Uh,
So
I have to visit Armenia one day. A lot of Iraqi people can speak Armenian language, so I want to communicate and learn more about this language.
yes, thank you very much. You are welcome here whenever you want to visit the country. Thank you for your motivation. Yes, dear Elizabeth, you can also speak.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm very grateful to be here with you all. Much thank you to Miss Goha. She's a little good good human being. Because through character Armenia, I get a chance to apply this course, and I get a golden chance to be selected one of the college to learn Armenian. I'm very interested about the Armenian country and the Aha people, because I see they are very good people, and I'm very interested about traveling. I have degree of law, and I have a last year of the law school of law. I mean, so I am future lawyer. Yes, and I'm very grateful to meet you with you people from different country and nation. You are very kind, and I'm very grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear Elizabeth. I will let our precious stone know about your comment. So I will let her know that she's really very good human being. And I'm glad to hear about your motivation, dear Elizabeth. Thank you. Now it's time for Shoaib, Manzoor.
Everyone, please let me know.
Yes.
Hear me?
Hello, dear colleague. Can you turn on your camera?
Sorry, this time I cannot turn on my camera because there is an internet issue. Soon I will resolve it whenever it will be okay.
Okay, so that's
So
fine. You can.
okay. So this is Shoaib Manzoor. I am from Pakistan. I have done my graduation back in 2021. Since 2018, I have been working as a volunteer for different organizations, and till now, I have organized more than 300 events, workshops, and sessions in my city for my fellows and my university fellows and the other cities as well. I also work as a consultant for the US company known as the Special Learning as a project manager. They have a project, different projects. They consult with me. I giving my advices and design their different projects. I also have organized a technician, which was the first tech uh, event in the history of Pakistan, which was happened in Bhavalpur. Bhavalpur is not a very big city, but obviously it is now known to the Pakistan because Pakistani also do not know what is Bhavalpur and where it is, but now they know where it is. So uh, I basically my motivation to learn Armenian was that it was one of the difficult language, as I know, uh, and I want to do some difficult things. That's why I want to learn Armenian as well. I lost my opportunity to join Cactial programs in my past, but this time I want to grab every opportunity which will be Cactial program is going to organize. That's why I'm here. Thank you.
Yes, dear Shoaib, is that all, or you have anything else to add?
Repeat, please. I can't hear you properly.
Is that all that you wanted to say, or there is anything else you can add?
Yes, this is all over from my side. I have ended there, but obviously I have seen there is many people which have starting something new. If they need any help regarding from my side, like event organizing or project management and anything else, I will be happy to help them. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much for being ready to help each other. It was nice and pleasure to hear your speech, dear Shoaib. So yes, you are right. Armenian is one of the hardest languages, but we are here to learn it in a easy way. Let's say that's way. So thank you very much. And guys, this introductory part is like icebreaker because later on you will need to work in some mini groups and you will need to work together. So getting acquainted with each other and feeling free like among this group is very, very important. So I hope this icebreaker will help you to communicate with each other very well later on. Moving on, it's time to give the floor to Pretty. Dear Pretty, can you hear us? Are you here? Pretty, you are active in chat. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Sorry, due to heavy rain, my internet is little weak, so I cannot start the video. But hello everyone, I'm Preeti Parit. I'm from India, and you all know that my country have very diverse culture and so many languages are spoken here. Uh, uh, I uh, I just completed my degree in pharmacy, and I really like to learn about new languages and cultures because when we learn new things and things about cultures and languages of other people. It will always help us to broaden our perspectives, and it always help me to uh, take to change uh, uh, some perspectives about other people. And I'm currently also uh, stu- studying uh, joining the foreign services. So my main motivation is to when I join the foreign service, it will help me to uh, exchange with other people and learn about them also. So thank you.
Thank you, dear Preeti. Yes, one of our main goals is to communicate with each other, to get acquainted with each other's culture. Guys, this is like the very best chance to let you know that this course is not only about learning Armenian and about my country. It's also about to give you floor to speak about your nation, your country, and anything else. So feel free to make comparisons and to let us know interesting facts as well. Thank you, dear Preeti. The pre-last person on my list is Kensime Patra Angel. Dear Angel, can you hear us? Are you here?
Oh, I'm here. Hello,
Yes,
everyone.
so we are ready to listen to you, dear Angel.
Thank you. Well, I'm so happy to be here. My name is Kansime Patra Angel. I'm from Uganda. I am soon graduating with my Bachelor's of Law at Cavendish University. I am a female, 24 years old, and I'm very passionate around areas of migration and refugees. I'm currently volunteering with the Lutheran World Federation in Uganda in some refugee settlements. Uganda is one of the country that holds the largest number of refugees. So I love working in refugees areas, deep down at the grassroots, offering legal services to the refugees and the host communities. I'm so happy to be here. I got to know about this through the text email they sent to me. Given that I'm a Christian and I love theology, sometimes I say to myself that probably if I was not born in a third world country, I would have been an archaeologist, an astronaut, or I would be digging those, history of the church, what the Bible talks about. So I would be digging such things. So when I searched about this language, I got to know that it has that rich culture in the first church, and I just can't wait to get deep into this language. Thank you so much.
Yes, dear Angel, you are right. Thank you for the information you shared with us. Yes, the very first Christian church is in Armenia. It's in Echmiadzin, one of the most beautiful cities in Armenia. So whenever you visit Armenia, just note on your list about like visiting and seeing the very first Christian church. Thank you very much for the information and for your speech. And here we have Abdul Mazur. If I'm not mistaken, there was a message. Can you speak or I should read your message? I guess I should read the message. Me, I am Abdul Mansour, doing my master's degree in development economics in University of Lome. I live in Togo, more precisely in West Africa. I'm also research assistant at 60 decibels. I'm also climate activities in Togo. Nice to meet you all. Let's connect. And here is the link for his LinkedIn. Thank you very much, dear Abdul, for the message. Okay, guys, If I'm not mistaken, we haven't left anyone without the chance to speak or to introduce himself. If there is anyone whom I missed, just please let me know, or we will move on to the next part of our lesson. No one. Okay, that's good, dears. Thank you very much all for once again introducing yourself. It was a pleasure to listen to all your speech. Guys, please keep your cameras turned on because from the next lesson, because it will be good when you turn on your cameras. I won't feel alone, and I won't feel that I'm doing my lesson only with me, so please let me see your faces and your face expressions as well. So dears, this is the part to watch a very short and nice video made by a foreign guy about Armenian. Why did I choose just this video? I watched it when I was like 8th grade. I was 13 years old, if I'm not mistaken, or 14 maybe. I watched it, and since then I used it a lot because it's just Armenia, like in the eyes of other people, not in the eyes of Armenians. So we may introduce our countries, our motherlands in a different way, but when someone else from a different country introduces your motherland, it's something different and something very exciting and interesting. So guys, please get ready to watch the video, because after it we are going to have a short discussion. I will share my screen and you will see the video. Can you hear my voice? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, sure.
That's fine. Thank you. So let's watch the video.
If you look at the world map, you'll realize that some countries get more attention than others. Some countries everybody visits, everybody talks about, and everybody reports on. But what about the rest of the world? What about the other countries that nobody talks about, visits, or knows anything about? What do people do there? To answer that question, I decided to visit a small country that I never heard about on the news, that my friends don't talk about, and that even I couldn't place on a map. This is the story of one of these underrated countries, the country of Armenia. And this story starts with water, and more water. Everywhere I went, I saw small water fountains that were always on. I was confused. What's going on in Armenia? Apparently, this is how the majority of Armenians drink. They stop, they drink, they leave, and the rest of the water is recycled. They don't need plastic bottles anymore, and they are always well hydrated. I was no longer confused, I was amazed. This is the land of the next day, I visit their schools only to learn that every kid in Armenia is taught chess. The only country in the world to do so. They have classrooms and schools dedicated just for chess. And after school, kids are sent to modern institutions to learn engineering, design, and music, and all of this they get for free here. I was amazed at how a country I never knew before does so many things different. That explains why Armenians are some of the best in the world at chess, like this grandmaster. That's why they are building huge technology companies. And maybe that's why they have a president who can engineer computer games and host you for drinks.
Cheers with Armenian brandy, the best one in the world.
What I thought was just another country turns out to be one of the oldest places in the world, older than Rome. This is the first country to adopt Christianity and build the world's first churches. I had no idea. The people living here, I learned, come from all parts of the world. UAE, Russia, Denmark, Belgium, Spain, Ukraine, France, Canada, Iran, New York, Argentina, they are the ones that make up Armenia. The ones who built these beautiful churches and the ones that developed this unique culture thousands of years ago. And because their country is so small, every night they hang out by the main square, coming under the dancing fountain. This is a beautiful sight of a community. I arrived in Armenia dancing in a fountain by myself, only to live in love with Armenia and dancing with the rest of them. All of this happened in one country I couldn't place on the map a week before. This was not the story of Armenia. This was the story of many countries like Armenia that don't get the recognition that they deserve. Because even if the map shows you every country in the world, I am convinced that the world is yet to be Islam.
All right, guys. So please now get ready to have a short discussion. I'd like everyone to participate in this discussion. We will have some questions for this. As this is our first lesson, I will give the floor to only volunteers. Who wants to tell what was something new for them in the video? Yes, dear Chechi, you can speak.
Okay, so starting from where he talked about water, there is water everywhere in Armenia. And in comparison to my own country where I live, the city where I live, Enugu State, we lack water a lot. Water is not as much as, especially during the dry season. Okay, during rainy season, yes, you can find water, but with the way I saw water in Armenia through the video, it's nothing compared to what we have here. Here, it's like a dry land compared to Armenia. So, yes, but one thing I did not get is where Armenia is situated or located in the map. I did not get that. Well, maybe you'd answer that later. Then something else is something about the education system where all children are taught chess. It's something I really admire because in my school system when I was a kid, the most we did was come outside and play, like run around, throw ball, handball mostly. Then some of these aerobics, clap your hands, raise your hands, sideways stretch, you know. Chess, no. In fact, till today, chess is still somehow strange in our school system. In that level, I think those who go into chess are maybe later on in their life, maybe from secondary or university, but from primary, I think it's something that should be incorporated in our system because it helps in critical thinking and strategizing.
Astghik, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
we can hear you.
perfect. Finally, thanks God. Okay, so I'm sorry for the issues of before. It took me like to figure it out like almost an hour. Anyways, yes, I loved everything. Just to reply to Ukechi or Ukeki, what's your
Uchechi.
Uchechi? Okay. Armenia has an history with chess. Basically, one of their best players is Tigran Petrosyan. It was a champion, a world champion long time ago. And basically at his house is the place of the Armenian Federation of chess. So there is an history. There are people that from long time are taking this thoughts, strategies, and and have developed them. So we have world champions now that are Armenians, and Armenia is at like the highest level of chess, together with maybe only Russia and few other countries like India and like few other Eastern countries. But Armenia is very, very specialized on that. And what I know is through my passion about Armenia, as I wrote before. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And answering to your question, dear Uchechi, connected to the map, right? The guy was speaking that there are some countries that has very small place on the map, and sometimes when we learn and study the map, we may not even notice those countries, but they have beauties and some things to be discovered. So Armenia also has a small place on map, and some people may not even notice the place of the country. But thanks to people like you, dears, we can discover countries like Armenia. So I guess this was.
Is it in Europe or is it in Asia? Which continent is it located in?
Yeah, it's my favorite question, to be honest. Like geographically, Armenia is located in Asia, but we are considered to be the Europeans of Asia due to our culture, our mindset, and our passion towards freedom and tolerance. Like we are located in Asia, but we are not very strict Asian people. That we are connected to our roots and culture. We are also very, very open to new people, like new cultures and freedom and stuff like that. So yeah, Armenians are Europeans of Asia. Yes, guys, is there anyone else who wants to answer to this question, whether there was something new for you? If no, I will ask the next question. Was there anything that was familiar for you and you knew about it before?
Can I speak as probably
Yes.
Verena has seen in Italy, there are a lot of fountains with drinkable water around. So that was what I was discussing even with some of my friends back in Greece when I was in Erasmus, with my Armenian friends that I met. Basically, in Armenia, Greece and Italy, those are the only three countries in which there is this use of public fountains of waters that are not like the classical new dispensers that we have in Europe, like the electronical one, but the place with the running water that is always running and so on. So like very old fountains. Even the Romans used to do that, and so it's very beautiful. Another thing I want
Vittorio?
say just to the beauty of this. I was saying that just to remind to some people that are not Armenian, I wanted to say that before Armenia was a very, very big kingdom, and its width was from basically the actual run to the end of Turkey. So really, it was a beautiful state, and it has created a giant culture. Like even the Turkish culture is influenced by that. Actually, historians say the Albanian culture is influenced by the Armenian one, and so on. So it's a very beautiful country that I wish for every one of us to visit. I will do that in the end of August for my first time.
Thank you, dear Vittorio. Your passion and your knowledge about Armenia is very, very inspiring, and it's very, very interesting, exciting. Thank you for the information. So the next question is that was there something shocking news for you? Or just something surprising, maybe? Who wants to answer? Or I can ask, for example, Preeti, dear Preeti, maybe you can answer.
Sorry, can you please repeat the question?
Yes. Was there anything like surprising for you in the video? Maybe something you just discovered and it was surprising fact.
Actually, I was little surprised with the education system that you guys have. It is in my country. There are many chess grandmasters, but we don't have such lessons in everyday life. And you have also high tech, high technological knowledge which you guys give to the students. So in my country, it is given, but at a graduation level, or we pursue our own courses. So it is a little bit surprising to me. And also, as I have read already, your country is landlocked, if I'm not wrong, but you have abundance of water with fountains everywhere. So it is also surprising to me. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, dear Preeti. Yeah, that's true. We have free water and clean water, drinkable water. Like when we walk and we feel thirsty, we can just drink that water. And what is the best thing is that the rest of the water that flows is recycled, so we don't waste our water. And I think it's really great to have cold water to drink it and to be comfortable that it is recycled. Yes, dear Uchechi, you have something to say. After it, Vittorio, you can speak.
Okay, so something very surprising is the water part where you have fountains everywhere. Like you walk around and then if you're thirsty, you drink water. It's very surprising and it's also nice. So I wanted to know, is it only in the city of Yerevan, the oldest city where you say you stay in? Is that the only place you have those fountains, or is it everywhere all around Armenia?
Yes, it's everywhere. It's all around the Armenian, and it's not only in the streets or like in public places like squares, etc. No, there are also some houses that have water fountains in front of their homes, so you can just drink in front of their homes and then go away. Yeah, it's kind of cultural thing, and you can meet water fountains everywhere in villages, in cities, in front of homes, houses, like schools, and everywhere you go. Yes, Vittorio, you can speak.
So it's true that Armenia, to reply to Preeti, it's true that Armenia is landlocked, but there is a giant lake in the center, more or less in the center of the Armenian state into the Armenian borders. It's called the Lake Sevan, and it's one of the biggest reservoirs of water. And since the state is more or less small, it's really easy to grab water and to supply them to all the villages. Since like big cities, we can say they are three: Yerevan, Gyumri, and oh wait, I'm forgetting the other one.
Vanadzor?
Yes. Okay, there is a fourth one with the D. probably.
With D?
D, letter D, the. This letter.
Vanadzor? Maybe. Zahkadzor.
No?
Dilijan.
Dilijan, yeah. So, and then there are another few small villages, so it's quite easy to supply water to all these places, let's say. They have an abundance of water.
Okay, thank you, dear Vittorio. Anyone else that wants to add something? And okay, the last, yes, who wants? Yes, dear Darina.
And well, it wasn't probably quite surprising, but I would like to emphasize once again and again those facts about chess, engineering, and water, but under different perspective, let us say. Because as Victoria said, we have not a lot of countries which have such a great supply, water supply. But actually, I do love the attitude. I do love the attitude that it's not like it teaches not like appreciation to having such resources of water, of such a great educational system, let us say, but also teaches different attitudes to learning, for example, an attitude to life. Because when you have such supply of water, you know how to appreciate this water, for example, and you know that you are not supposed to use such a lot of plastic and live really sustainably. You're not just talking about sustainability, but you apply this sustainability in life. Yeah, you do not use a lot of plastic bottles. Let us say you can just drink directly the water from the springs. Speaking about engineering in chess, well, when you learn chess and every single person learns chess, you know that you apply logical thinking into your everyday life. That's why it's absolutely another type of your life's attitude, let us say. You're building your plans, you're building your life's perspectives and everything that you're supposed to solve in your life. You're solving in a different way than ordinary people, right? And speaking about engineering, engineering is our future perspective, is everything which we are tended to speak about when we are talking about the future. Well, it's like a really prospective thinking from the perspective of the state. It teaches how to save sources, teaches how to think analytically and logically, and teaches how to speak about the future. So it's like I wanted to emphasize this attitude to think prospectively, which is not so typical for every country. Usually, we say that educational system attended to be reactive and let us say seeing through the past, but this educational system really appeals to me just because of this prospective attitude, speaking and thinking about the future of younger generation. This is something that I really like.
Yes, thank you, dear Darina. Yeah, you mentioned it right. In Armenian educational system, there is a subject connected to ecology, and we study it in each degree, in each grade, and we learn how to use our sources, how not to waste them, and use them in a clever way, and again, how to appreciate like the gifts that we have in our country. So yes, thank you. Your points were great, and the logical connection you mentioned is really amazing. Thank you very much. So if we don't have anyone else to add anything, I have another question. The next question is about which was the best thing that you noticed in the video, or maybe you just know about it. I would like Shoaib to answer to this question.
So yes, the design of the buildings was very quite beautiful. And another thing is that the temperature in Pakistan, there is a very hot temperature which rises more than 40 or 50 degrees centigrade in some areas. But I have seen that there is a moderate temperature in every part of that video. So this was three things which I have noticed that which is more like interesting to me in this video.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, we are lucky that we have 4 seasons. Like we see winter, autumn, summer, and spring for 3 months for each season. And yeah, I feel lucky. Thank you very much. So, dears, this was all prepared for today's lesson. This was like the introduction, the very first step towards learning Armenian. I hope you didn't get bored, and I hope it was interesting for you. You learned at least something new, or you became more and more passionate about learning Armenian. And I will try to do my best to make our lessons as interactive and interesting as possible. So, guys, if you have any other comments, you are free to make them. If no, I can give your home task and let you know how we will work about our home tasks. Is there anyone who wants to say something? Just please turn on your microphone and speak. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no one. So, guys, I will just tell about your home task orally, but in our group chat, I will write about it for you not to forget or lost it. So, at first, I'd like to let you know that for each lesson, we will have 2 tasks that will remain the same. The first task is that you will write just 2 words that you'd like to know Armenian. Besides the glossary list that I will give you in each lesson or the expressions we learn in each lesson, you are free to write down 2 words that you just want to know in Armenian. Just the word that comes to your mind. You are free. And like that, after each lesson, we will have at least like 40 words of glossary list, and you will have a free list of words in Armenian. And in the end of the course, you will know like almost 800 Armenian words. So if you work hard and you write down the words that your co-students ask and I translate into Armenian, so you will have a very rich vocabulary and you will be very, very like free to speak in Armenian. The next task that we will do is that in each lesson, one student will tell us a very nice fact about his or her country that he or she wants to be translated into Armenian. For example, let's imagine that I am a student from Armenia and I would like to translate the fact that the capital of Armenia is Yerevan, the capital city, for example. I will translate it into Armenian and you will have enough time to learn it by heart, maybe, or just to share it with your friends and know about it. So, guys, I will let you know who will tell us the first fact about his or her country in our group chat. If the order is you don't like, just let me know and we will make some changes. But I hope the task is understandable for all of you. So guys, do you have any questions regarding to these 2 tasks? You just need to write 2 words that you want to translate into Armenian, and one of you will tell us a fact about his or her country that will be translated into Armenian. And task number 3. You're going to write 3 facts about Armenian, about the Armenian language, and then you're going to compare those facts with your native language. For example, you may write down a fact that the Armenian language has 39 letters, compared to the Ukrainian alphabet, which has like this number of letters. How many letters, by the way, did Tarina had Ukrainian alphabet?
33.
33, yes, exactly. Like compared to my language, it has etc. etc. So I guess this is like understandable for all of you. So anything else that you want to add, ask, or I don't know, you want to clarify? Nothing? Okay, if nothing, I will ask you to turn on your cameras for just 1 second in order to do a screenshot for our lesson, in order to have a fact that we had the lesson together. So please, guys, turn on your cameras. And smile and make a happy face, or I don't know. Okay, dear friends, I will do 2 screenshots. Please. One and 2. Let me. Here I can have a reaction, right? I'd like to have heart. Thank you, dears. Yes, let me take once again. Yes, that's very nice. Thanks a lot for today's lessons, dear. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't boring for you, and I hope you will learn more and more interesting facts about Armenian, about our beautiful culture, and about our beautiful language. I will do my best to help you learn it in an easier way and to help you to reach your goals that you have connected to the Armenian language. So feel free to ask me any question that you want. Our group chat is for that, and if there's some question, you can also write it in private. There's no problem. Just feel free and communicate with each other a lot. I want you to become friends in order to help each other to reach our main goal together and in a friendly atmosphere. Thank you very much. I'm sending you lots of love and lots of hugs. So see you on Saturday at 7 o'clock by Armenian time. Dear Vittorio, it's nice that you know Armenian words. It's very, very exciting. So goodbye, and as Armenians like to say, Hajorutun. We will learn those expressions. Hajorutun. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Sorry, did I get it? Achiawuchian. Achiawuchian. Achiawuchian.
Achiawuchia.
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 Is that not what I'm saying? Achiawuchia.
Achiawuchia.
I did not get it.
Achiawuchia.
Achiawuchia.
You wanted the Armenian version.
Isn't that how it's said in Armenia? Achiawuchia. Bye.
Yeah, I got it. I thought you told me something in your language. That's why I was trying to tell it. I thought you were saying goodbye in your native language. In Armenian, it will be Ha-Jo-Wu-Tyun.
Ha-Jo-Wu-Tyun.
Very good. Ha-Jo-Wu-Tyun.
Ha-Jo-Wu-Tyun.
Very good.
Okay, thank
yes,
you.
But we are going to learn the synonyms as well.
Okay.
So thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.